Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine and I'm here with Patrick Katzenberg, the general manager for The Londoner. The Londoner is a hotel we've been following that opened up in Leicester Square in the middle of everything. And so we're going to go for an update here on Insider Travel Report. So, Patrick, my partner has been here before, and you both have spent some time, but we got some extra time, so I'm very thankful for that. Let's really show them why the Londoner is the biggest, most modern boutique hotel in London.
Thank you very much, Alan, for taking the time that I can show you our little urban retreat here in the heart of Leicester Square, in the heart of London.
So now, what I don't understand, it was 12 years in development, but then it opened when?
2021. So we've opened in our fourth year currently. It's 12 years in development. Of course, you can imagine building a property right in the heart of London is a big undertaking.
And so the property, I'm wondering, how do you, you knew that you can only grow it so tall because you have statues you have to be below. Explain that.
We could not be higher than Lord Nelson, which is the column that you can see from our rooftop bar 8 at the Londoner. You've got Lord Nelson right on Trafalgar Square, which is right behind us. It's the National Gallery and Lord Nelson on his plinth. And we could not build higher. Hence, we've built 8 stories up and 8 stories down.
Right. And of course, when you go down, you don't really realize that you're underground, and it's beautiful. Well, let's take them for the tour of the whole thing. Absolutely. But where are we located? Because just from my window, I'm going to show things.
Yeah, I'd love to take a compass, actually. Just from your window, the view, if you're looking east, you're right at Covent Garden. If you're looking west, you've got Regent Street, you've got Piccadilly Circus. If you're looking north, you've got Soho, Chinatown. And right behind south, you've got Trafalgar Square. So you could not be any more central. It's really where the compass, where all four meet.
So this is a family-run hotel.
That's correct. It's part of Edwardian Hotels London. Also, Chairman Jasminder Singh established the properties in 1978 when he moved to the UK, and we've got 3 properties in London, two in London and 1 in Manchester. We've got the Mayfair Hotel located right in Mayfair, the Londoner here right on Leicester Square, and our Edwardian Hotel in Manchester.
And this particular one it's very modern, and it's got that boutique feeling, and it was purpose built. So explain the thought behind it.
It was I would say, a legacy project for our chairman, Jasminder Singh. It's very much bringing a lifestyle hotel, brand new, redefining what luxury means in modern times and bringing this to the heart of London. And it sort of also helped us redefine the whole customer journey of what is expected of a luxury hotel in the current times, and also make it future-proof for many years to come.
Well, that's the thing. The decor it seems timeless. It's light where it needs to be. It's dark. It has a little bit of a masculine feel, and yet it's not overpowering. Take us through the thought behind the artwork too.
Yeah, I think for me it is always when I walk off Leicester Square, it's all buzzing outside Covent Garden, and you come in, the colours are very calming. Yeah. But you're still part of the West End. If you just look around, you enter into the stage, which is our champagne bar and restaurant on the ground floor. There you can see the curtains are made just like theatre curtains. This is also where you've got the gallery of art, where you've got all of the various art pieces. You'll see pieces from Tracey Emin. You see pieces from the Coen brothers. So very London, very different pieces throughout the whole building.
But with all that activity, not a peep. I don't hear a sound. You have soundproofed perfectly.
Absolutely. I think you can be in your room, you do not hear a single beep from the outside. And I think that was key. Again, technology has moved on over so many years now that it has really developed. So the materials that have been used for this building have been incredible. It's
deceiving. It's actually got more than we'll show the front.
Yes.
And you look at it and you go, oh, that's interesting. But how many keys?
We've got 350 keys, 37 suites as part of this, and some of those suites are truly outstanding. Some overlooking Leicester Square, some overlooking Trafalgar Square, the National Gallery, like the signature suite that I meant to show you, the Horatio suite that we went into. It's got floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking all of London. Just standing there at nighttime or daytime, any time of the day, just see the London Eye in the background, the Houses of Parliament, Westminster Palace, Trafalgar, Lord Nelson. It's just there. It's fascinating. Right. I love just opening the window, hearing London in the background, hearing the buzz of. It's just there.
Right. And I'm a filmmaker. I love films, and so this is really a haven for that. There's a park right out in front with all these statues that are a tribute to film.
Absolutely. Being on Leicester Square, we also have our 2 own cinemas within the hotel, part of Odeon. Outside, you've got Paddington Bear. You can sit on the bench with Paddington Bear. You see Batman just on top of the Odeon, about to jump off. You see Mary Poppins, of course, iconic, just on Leicester Square as well.
Gene Kelly singing in the rain.
Singing in the rain, exactly, which does happen here in London. So that's why we've got this urban resort. You don't even need to leave. You arrive on Friday and can stay all to Sunday if the British weather doesn't quite take part of it.
But so you're partnering with different film companies, and so by having and you have 2 theaters that are in the building, and you're doing premieres and things like that.
Correct, yeah. We do have 2 cinemas. What is key for this hotel is all the different elements that we have here. We do film premieres in hotels. We can do the post party of the event. We do the press junkets. Our suites overlook the red carpet, so we can have, particularly in the penthouse, talent sitting facing the Odeon just across the road, and you've got a red carpet just there. It's fantastic. Great for people watching.
Anyway, so we were talking about rooms and suites and got pulled away because of the view, because the view shows you the theaters. So let's now talk about the penthouse, and we'll show the view, and let's take a little walk, and I'll show it as you describe it.
Yeah, the Tower Penthouse is part of 2 rooms. It's on 2 levels. You enter in and you go upstairs case where you'll see some fantastic art, quite a lot of pop of color. You enter upstairs. You should have a little peek on the right-hand side. You'll see an interesting piece of art that I'm sure you'll show. And then when you enter in, it's floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking everything that London has to offer. Again, the colors and the design are beautifully done. It's 2 floors. You enter into the Tower Penthouse. You're greeted a beautiful, huge marble bar where we can make some beautiful cocktails on arrival. Have a quintessential British gin and tonic. Just marvel over London that has to offer. My favorite bit about this suite is actually the chair that's in the bedroom. It's a little swivel chair, and you just look onto the Houses of Parliament, and you get a little binoculars, and you can just watch.
There's binoculars in every room.
Absolutely, binoculars in every room, which is just a very nice thing.
Those rooms they can entertain, and they can have many people in it, but every single room, guest room, has access to the residence, which is like having a place to entertain.
I think it's the way we say it is an extension of your bedroom. Yeah. Every single, even the entry category, has access to the residence, which is an area designed just for you to relax. It's 3 spaces. You enter into the Y bar. You have to have a look at the art. It's fantastic. Back projected. All the top shelf spirits. You've got wonderful cocktails. Then you go into the drawing room. Wonderful board games, newspapers. You can just while away the day. Have a cup of coffee. We've got a little trolley that changes throughout the day. We've got breakfast items in the morning.
At night, what happens?
At night, we're changing it over. The art drops down, and you'll see all of the different parks of London, the mystical figures that happen in London. Definitely check that out when you're here. Mm-hmm. And then there's a little special area, which is probably one of my favorites, is the whiskey room. It's our little speakeasy. It's just to the powder rooms. Turn right. It's not signposted, but ask anyone and we'll take you there. It's quite special.
So make sure when you go there that someone brings a key.
Absolutely. But there's some of the rarest bottles that we have in the world. Some of those only exist. A couple of those bottles are left in the world. One of the rarest bottles is a 1903 pre-American Prohibition Monmouth Cave. You've got a 1938 Macallan. So some really special pourings there. Mm-hmm. Come and check it out.
If you're hungry, how many places can you eat here?
You've got 6 restaurants and bars here. That's why we almost call it an urban resort. You don't really need to leave. You enter the hotel, as I said earlier, you enter the stage where we start with beautiful breakfast. It's the first act. Second act is your afternoon tea, and the encore in the evening we've got live music, great bites, is our champagne bar. Then just to the right you've got our French Mediterranean currently restaurant, Whitcomb's, beautiful terrace in the summer with Veuve Clicquot coming up just in May. Then we go up to the residence. As I said, we've got 3 different areas, and just where we currently are is in Shima Garden. It's our rooftop restaurant and bar. It's got a retractable roof, as we do need it sometimes with the weather here in the UK, but it's got some of the best views again over London, and it's Japanese inspired. Beautiful sakes. Try this sparkling sake. We should have one afterwards.
But throughout, and I don't mean to stop talking about F&B, but the artwork. And so back at Whitcomb's, you showed me, I looked up and I saw a bunch of squiggles. It was pipe and lead, and then you said, no, look, it's actually a drawing.
Absolutely. What you've seen in Whitcomb's restaurant, this area of Whitcomb's used to be the millineries' quarters where hats used to be made. And if you just look up at the ceiling, it's a structure. It's two ladies wearing a hat. So take your time at breakfast, look upstairs and see if you can spot it.
Look at all the art. It's very droll, tongue-in-cheek, and also the letters that are in the bathrooms.
Absolutely. It's the Conan Brothers letters. They're not actually brothers. However, do look up the Conan Brothers. They're deducted letters from the Houses of Parliament. Some are a little bit cheeky, but you just need to understand the story that is behind
They're
it.
satirical, and they take the actual letters from Parliament and redact them to have another meaning.
That is correct. And I'll let you explore those. So one of the other pieces, if you take one of the lifts, in every guest lift leading up to the bedrooms, you've got little peepholes. Have a look into those as well. It's our little nod to Soho.
All right, so we've talked about Whitcomb's. So the rooftop bar. Let's talk about that.
The rooftop bar, incredible space. Just up here, you've got three spaces. You've got a Shima Garden, where we're just located. Wonderful fireplace. It's Japanese-inspired food and drinks. It's got a retractable roof that comes off. It's incredible for the summer. You've got the lounge and a wonderful terrace, again, overlooking London. In case you're not staying in one of the suites or bedrooms, come up for a drink, come up for a sparkling sake or one of the wonderful cocktails up here, and enjoy the vibe that's here. We've got DJs on various different nights, so it's quite a vibey atmosphere.
And if you wanted to go for a swim in the middle of London, you could do that here.
Absolutely, 35 meters under Leicester Square, and you would not notice. Yes, take the lift, come to the retreat. It's a special area. The minute you open from the lift, you've got a pool, a hydro pool, sauna, gym, and make sure you book one of the cabanas while you're staying at the hotel. You've got just behind a techno gym, one of our
it's pretty large.
Absolutely. I think this was one of the key things. Again, what is luxury these days? It's going to the gym as well, having access to all of the different equipment, running machines, Peloton bikes. You come to one of our running classes that we do. We've got our yoga classes, we've got our stretching room. If you're not interested, just enjoy, go to the barber, have your hair cut.
Right. Well, no, you've got all these stars coming for these openings, so they got to have their makeup done.
Absolutely. Hair and makeup, everything taken care of. You've got a nail bar downstairs. You can have drip hydration. If you've got a long flight, we can get you out onto one of the premieres in no time.
So you were fortunate right off the bat. You had a lot of partnerships, but now people are starting to see what you have to offer, and so groups are coming and saying, help us out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was key for our chairman to be connected to London, invest back into London, and this is where the partnerships to the small or large galleries, whether it's the National Gallery, National Portrait Gallery, the E&O, the Donmar Warehouse Theatre, or any other theatres that are just around us. And now we've got theatre groups that are just staying with us, exploring. We can pretty much get to every single theatre here on foot, which is wonderful. And the National Gallery, located right behind the hotel. You can go to our pub, the tavern, Joshua's Tavern, and walk straight to the National Gallery. Take a break, come back.
And now in travel, do you have travel partnerships?
Absolutely. We're probably now connected with all of the major consortia throughout the world, I would say. Yes.
Okay. If you're a travel advisor who has clients that really want to be with the locals, that's the other thing. This attracts a local clientele.
Absolutely. Again, that was key to it. Just having Joshua's Tavern, our pub located within the hotel, it's very much, even price point wise, it's accessible. It's not your 5-star. Of course, you get all of the services or something. Get your gin tonic, get your pint. We've got the beautiful beer barrels. Just come in and enjoy. And the same with the rooftop bar. Very local. A lot of Londoners, a lot of my friends have come here without even knowing that I work here, which is great.
So if your clients want something, traditional and stuffy, this is not the place.
Well, we can offer the fine dining experience in Whitcomb's as well. So it really caters for all. But there's certainly, quite a vibe throughout all of the spaces.
We're going out to 128,000 travel advisors. What would you like them to know?
I think the key thing is how connected this hotel is to London, how close we are to some of the attractions, the galleries, the theatres. Everything is very much within walking distance. If you have someone travelling to London that hasn't stayed or hasn't been to London and is a little bit scared of our large city, book them at the Londoner. You can walk to all of the theatres, great shows just right outside the hotel. I think this is key.
But the tube's great, but you don't need it.
You absolutely don't need it. You can walk. However, take the Elizabeth line from Terminal 5 straight to Tottenham Court Road and just a couple of minutes, 10 minutes walk to the hotel, or take the Piccadilly down to Leicester Square and you're right here.
Well, I want to thank you for talking to us. I wish you a lot of luck. You're still new, but you've done a lot. It seems like you've done a lot in a short time.
It's a wonderful team here at the hotel and all the partners that we work with. I think this is what makes this hotel successful and many more years to come.
Patrick, thank you so much for taking the time, show me around, to host me. It was lovely. Thank you.
It's been our pleasure. Thank you very much for coming. Thanks for letting me give you a little update on the Londoner, of our journey. And do come back, check in on us anytime you're in town.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.